Hello! How are you today? Tosh is dabbing and drinking some apple juice. I like the vibes. I think that my mic is working today. It just decided to be weird when I plug it in, but it was fine when I tested it, so hopefully it remains to be fine. Hello. We are painting today. I'm not gonna lie, I've had some I don't want to call it art block, but I just could not think of what to paint today. So we are gonna be doing whatever I feel like doing. I know that that's such a big change. Tosh is like, I can't see you yet, nor the art. I know I haven't moved it over yet because I'm such a mess. Here, I'll show you it, but there is no art, so, hello. It's literally, this is it. This is where we've gotten. I've been looking at a lot of inspiration all day, and I think that we might end up just doing some studies. Tosh is like, oh, is she a mess, like a normal person. Oh my god. For real though, it's the mood of today, but we are not beating ourselves up for it today. We're vibing. So yeah, I have ideas, but we probably won't just work on a big painting like normal because I'm feeling chaotic today. Oh my gosh, Tosh. You see, this is where I read the message. We're vibing. Oh, thank you for the 100 bits, Tosh. We are vibing. How are you doing, by the way? I hope you're doing well. I know you've had a lot going on with school and everything. That's kind of a lot to deal with. Yeah, look at this purple. We killing it, guys. Procreate lets you just fill it in automatically, so I don't really need to be doing this, but we've come too far. Okay. I don't know if I want to commit to this, but I might break everything up so that I do the studies faster and faster as we go on. I don't know if I will commit to that, but that's an idea that I have. It might be something that we do more together as a challenge, because I feel like that would be fun. But yeah, we're vibing. We're here. Tosh says, mentally stressed, physically tired, but emotionally stable. You know what? Good for you. We are living through a pandemic. I feel like that is more than enough. You ask me. I feel like I'm being lazy all the time, but I have to remember, we're literally constantly not sure if we're dying all the time. Of course I'm not relaxed. Why would I be relaxed? What is relaxing about anything happening right now? Oh my god, it's so crazy. And it's I went home to see my parents for the holidays, and it was so stressful because I was like, am I gonna kill you? Is this gonna be it? Is this what happens when is this just how I'm gonna feel now? And then they're like, oh, we want you to visit more, and I'm like, yeah, I'm trying not to kill everyone. What do you want from me? I don't know. It just feels like we have a lot going on, you know? Something as simple as me going home is oh my god, well, you never know. This could be the end for everybody. Wow, thank you. Thank you for that comfort. What is relaxing? You're gonna kill someone? No, it's I don't know. It's just scary. It's just all scary. Yeah, I could get into it, but it's basically just not everybody always chooses to get vaccinated, and my parents thankfully are vaccinated, but not everyone who I saw for the holidays was fully vaccinated, even though they all could have been. And so it just brings a nice other fun level of stress, as if going home was not stressful enough. Tosh is like, oh, so you're not gonna do it? Okay, fine. Tosh, were you planning on, like, me murdering someone the other day? Like, I'm not prepared. I gotta plan that out a lot more. Like, people knew where I was. Like, that's not safe. Unless I was going somewhere else, and then everyone would think I was going home to see my family, but I wasn't. But I feel like I didn't plan it out very well. But if you're ever planning to kill somebody, Tosh, just like hit me up. I'll be there for you. It's called Being There for Your Mods. If you've ever heard of it. It's called being emotionally supportive and loving and empathetic. So yeah. Tosh says we need to plan that first. It's not easy to get away with. Planning more doors. Yes, the more doors. We're adding doors. That is correct. What else would we be talking about? I don't know. And then love the support. Thank you. You got to support your mods, you know? It's important. It's mods are the backbone of this economy. Me and my freaking me's. People make fun of me because I don't. When you play Mario Kart, you can, like, change your me out, basically. But I haven't, so I just have, like, the generic female me. It's, you know, like the Wii, like, it's, like, they're called me's. And so, like, everybody always makes fun of it, and I always say that I'm the backbone of this economy by having a generic me. I honestly still don't really know how to change it. I could probably learn, but I truly do not know, like, how to change that. Like, it made so much more sense when I had a Wii, but now I honestly, I'm happy with my generic me. The generic one looks good. This is not the right pink. Oh well. What are you planning on creating today, by the way? Well, this is a thing that we're doing. So, this. We don't have as much of a plan. I think I'm gonna do a lot of, like, a couple shorter paintings than like fully rendering a big one, because I'm just not, I don't know. We're just going where the vibes take us. But this is gonna be like a sunset ocean painting kind of thing. Oh, my stupid watch thinks that I haven't stood today, but I literally stood to make lunch, so we'll see if it. I usually just have to lie to it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the default avatar. Yes, I'm a default avatar in Mario Kart. It's just who I am. And hello, Jemat. How are you? How's it going? I hope you're having a. I'm already drawing on the wrong layer. Let's just pretend. They're already the same layer now. So how are you, man? I can already see the art. No, not wearing glasses. Heck yeah. I can't see anything not wearing glasses, so good for you. You look happy and healthy. Not me. If you ever cared to... I say that to my friends all the time. Honestly, that song has had just, like, a grip on my life. It's like when Call Me Maybe came out. Oh my god. I loved Harley Rae Jepsen and we were like, when I tell you we were vibing. I made Call Me Maybe my ringtone, and it, like, is still my ringtone. I thought I was being ironic. I don't have any regrets, though, so if that's what you're wondering. Is this the right purple? Who knows? Poor dog. I'm not Bruno. I feel like my except for Dabcat, that the other emojis that I have that move are very, like, worried emoji. Flames 93, hello, how's it going? Oh my god. Username is Harris. Thank you so much for the 4-month resub. Hello. How are you? Oh my gosh, thank you. That's awesome. 4 months is a long time. Wow. It's crazy to think I've even been streaming for this long. Oh my god. Thank you. Tosh says, let me guess, you were vibing to call me maybe, but you didn't call yourself a fan. Oh my god. No, I did call myself a fan. I was like, everybody knew it. Everybody knew. It was fine. I was fine. Definitely no one was worried about my mental health. If you are not Bruno, Fauna isn't Angel Hands. Both are truth. Flamesters has been busy. Yes! Oh my god. I'm sure. I've been crazy too. It is, every time I work, you're always, like, streaming. Oh my god. That is bad luck. You know, you give me your work schedule, and, I will work on it. I will do my best. I think that the issue is just that you have to work. You just have to call your boss and be like, I'm so sorry, but Anna is streaming. I know that I need the money, but if you could just pay me to watch the stream, that would be amazing. Thank you. And then that would be it. And I think that'd be fine. Be fine. How was your Christmas day? Says your name is Harris. Oh, it was really nice. It was kind of crazy because of all the, like, traveling and everything, and just, like, I don't know. I feel like holidays are always kind of crazy. Oh, I didn't mean to undo that. Oops. But it was nice. It was nice to see my family. I don't really see them as often because of the COVID and everything. So it was nice to go and be there for a little bit and be in a house. I always make fun of it because I have such a small apartment, so when I ever visit my parents, I'm like, wow, there are rooms. I, like, forget what it's like to have rooms. But yeah, it was nice. I hope if you celebrated Christmas and you went home, I'd be happy to know how your day was, because I feel like everybody does something, like, slightly different, but, like, they all have their, like, traditions, you know? I don't know if I like this shade of blue. We're going with it. Fauna, no fan to see there. I only have one fan, and I put it away for the winter time, also. Unrelated, but slightly related. Fauna will never be a fan of anything. Might as well call out every time you stream, Fauna is greater than work. Oh my god. I think so. Theoretically, I could just call out, and then I could stream all the time. And then you would never have to worry about it, because I would always be here. But I do think I would have to sleep at some point. Time zones are kind of a bitch. I kind of hate time zones. I know I've talked about this before, but I really don't like them. I think that they make everything too confusing. Like, this past year I was on a plane and I was going to Vegas from, like, New England. And because of the time change, I just, like, didn't know when I was getting off the plane. And then I was like, I don't know what time it is. And then I was like, do I eat lunch now? But, like, when I woke up, it had been, like, 4 a.m. Oh my god, Tosh, thank you. Oh my, Tosh, you are cheering so much. Thank you for the 69 bits. Oh my god. Tosh, I don't know what to say. This is like the 8th millionth time that you've given me 69 bits. Nice. Okay, need money to travel. Yes, oh my god. True. It's an endless cycle. It really is. Fauna, please open this. It's 20 seconds and it's really cool. Okay, hang on. Let me copy this. I will open it when I take a break, because if I open it... Okay, is it not gonna let me copy this? If I open it while I'm streaming, it will, like, jig me out. Tosh says, we'll be lurking because need to be a dishwasher or just lie down, not sure if which one. Nice, yes. Oh my god. Well, good luck figuring that out. I feel like lying down is definitely much more preferable than being a dishwasher. But that's just like my 2 cents, mostly because I hate dishwashing because I used to do it all the time as a waitress, and like, man, that makes you over it so fast. So yeah, good luck. Flamethrowers is planning to go to Cali or Philly in late March or early April. Or late March to early April. That is so cool. Oh my god, you'll have to let me know which one you decide to go to, because I've always wanted to go to Cali, but I've also like I know some people who live in Philly and they seem to really like it, but I've always wanted to go to California. Hardcore. It's not copyright. Okay, good to know. I just mean like it will make the stream like it will like drop a bunch of frames. I can't open things while I'm streaming on my computer. I don't know. It says username is Harris. I've been staying in my room. Jomo. You know what? That is the vibes. Sometimes you just need to like relax, and like that's all you can do. I took a nap. Like on Christmas Day, I was like, all right guys, well, this has been fun, but I'm exhausted, and like literally just like left everything and like took a nap. And like I don't even feel bad. The day can be so exhausting. I needed a break. And it feels so dumb because it's like I didn't even do anything. Like I shouldn't even be tired. Like laying around and talking to family is just so tiring. But I don't know. I was just feeling it. I went on a couple nice walks. I met some chickens. And I stole one of their eggs and then had to carry it in my pocket for like a half an hour when we walked back. I'm like a chicken. I mean, I gave it back. Like, not to the chicken, but to the owners of the chickens. So I didn't really steal the egg, but I mean, I did have to carry it around in my pocket for like half an hour. And I was like, if this egg breaks in my pocket, I'm going to be having a really bad day. Matt says, I want to be flying tractor, but I can't. I'm sorry, a flying tractor? I wish I could be one of those. I mean, like, I would prefer to just be like a bird flying, I feel like. But, you know, I'm not going to complain if I can fly. I'm going to take what I can get. Okay, this is like a lot going on right now. I might have gone a little overboard with the colors, but we're gonna tone them down, I promise. It's just we're going a little loud right now. I'm gonna if I make this a little lighter and a little bit grayer, and then not do that giant mark in the middle of the canvas. I think this needs to be a little more blue. It's really hard, like, with colors. You have to get them, like, very precise. And they don't look to your eye the way that you actually are color picking them. Usually, at least for me. And I always go too far in saturation in the first place. Let's try that. Cotton says, oh my god, this is beautiful. Thank you. I think it's kind of a mess, but I'm glad that it looks good to you. That makes me feel like I'm going in the right direction, you know? So thank you. I hope you're doing well. By the way, hello, Cotton. Nice to see you. I can't remember who does and doesn't celebrate Christmas, but I hope you had a nice day yesterday, either way. Jim says, just imagine chilling and seeing fauna stealing eggs. You should have seen me, because these chickens, like, they lay their eggs, how do I say this? Like in the coop part, but you don't go into the coop. I can just like open up the back hatch and like do it, and so I'm like struggling to open up this hatch, and there's only one egg. The rest were just like golf balls. I guess if you put a golf ball in the chicken nest, it like encourages them to. Oh shoot, I'm on the wrong layer. Oh my god, I'm fired. And so anyways, so I like opened it up just to like steal these eggs, because I had to steal the eggs. It was like the most important thing. And then I was like, well, I can't just like take a random person's egg. So then I just carry it around. I'm just carrying an egg around casually, very casual. This is impossible. Why did I draw on the wrong layer? This is not the vibes, guys. Okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna draw over it. Boom. Smart. Brain. I'm locking this. Although, what is that? I locked it and then duplicated it, and now I can't. Okay, unlock. What is happening right now? This. That did not work. This is still here. Okay, there we go. Jamette says, of course it is. It's angel hands. It looks so pretty. Well, thank you. I hope I have hopes. And then if it's terrible, we will just move on to something else. Okay, so this is now one layer. There we go. Okay. I'm not done with the mountains, which is why I didn't want to lock them, but maybe I should just work on them and then finish them. There we go. That's a plan. That's a plan right there. Cotton says, I was just using Procreate and now I'm watching Procreate. It's very meta, isn't it? But yeah, I always like watch people stream art and then I'm like, oh yeah, I actually do like making art. Cause sometimes I'll forget. I'll be like, oh, I don't feel like painting, and then like I'll watch someone and I'll be like, oh, that's actually like a fun thing. I should go back and do that again sometime. It's like my brain forgets that I like my own hobbies. I have to be like, no, we liked doing that, remember? And it's like, did we? And I'm like, yeah, we did. But I digress. It is the way it is with my brain. My brain likes hating everything. That's really my brain's favorite thing to do. But it's not super productive. Oh, you're from G's channel. Yes, oh my god, I love her. She's so sweet. I always try to catch her streams, but she is 3 hours ahead of me, so sometimes when she like starts streaming, it will just be so late for me, and I'm like, well, I'm going to bed, but I hope you have a nice time. This is what I mean, time zones, they're the worst. I mean, like, that would still happen even if we didn't have time zones, like, I'm aware, but still. Okay, this is not the color that I wanted it to be. That isn't either. It really words. Okay. I'm trying to make like a little city over here. But like it was like really pretty, like you can't see what's going on, not like actually filling in any details, you know? Just kind of inferring that something is hanging out here. The orange is, now it's too dark. I'm very peculiar about my colors sometimes. Please forgive me. I just have to get they'll like bother me for the rest of my life. I'll like be on my deathbed and I'll just be thinking about how I never fixed that one thing. I swear it would be me, but also like I think it's a human brain thing, but my brain definitely does it where like if something a very big thing is happening and it's very chaotic, like I broke my arm when I was in middle school. And all that I could think about as they were literally like rushing me to the hospital, because the bone was like coming out of my arm almost. Like I needed to, like I literally broke both bones in my forearm. And so they're like rushing me to the hospital, and the only thing that I'm thinking about is my jacket. I'm like, guys, someone needs to go. Don't let me leave my jacket here. Like, I need someone to get my jacket. Like, someone go get it right now. I'm like screaming, like in this gymnasium. I'm like, could someone get my jacket? And like, I'm not even cold. Like, I was just worried that I was going to forget my jacket. Not that I needed it to leave. I just didn't want to forget that I had a jacket there and like left it, as if that was like the most important thing. Like, I'm literally being rushed to the hospital. I'm like, someone's gonna get my jacket or I'm not leaving. Like, all right, crazy. Jim says, amazing story. Fauna, I am eating, goddamn it. Listen, it's called, like, it's like a campfire story. You're eating and we're chilling, and those are the vibes. I can't believe I haven't told that story yet. I was literally, like, that was just fully happening. I was just like, yep, I gotta get my jacket. And like, like, what's wrong with your brain? Your brain is like, well, we can't fix the arm, so we might as well just worry about the jacket. That doesn't matter right now. Jacket is greater than bones. It was to me. It was to me. The jacket was literally like going to change my life, I guess. I don't know why. I was only 20 minutes away from my house, by the way. Like, I wasn't like at some far away magical land that I was never going to come back to. Like, I was fully just like like, there was no reason, you know what I mean? Like, I can't give you an excuse for my brain wanting the jacket so bad. Like, there just isn't one. It was just not necessary. Okay, I'm gonna up the saturation, but like, okay, what if I make it darker and then don't up? Oh, now it's too dark. I told you, I'm very, like, peculiar. I think that the color of this is fine. I just need to change the other colors around it. Like, if I take this and make it like a, like, here-ish, like, it's different. It's too purpley. Colorful skies are so much fun, but I'm really picky about them. And then, like, oh. Yeah, see? It's like that. It's like there's like a tiny bit of light that would be still behind the mountains. Here we go. Okay, now what? Now we should work. I put some purple here. We should fill this purple out. Purple is very important. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Vibes, you told us full details of your bones. So I actually have like a really big scar right here. You can see it. And I also have one that is a lot less noticeable on this side, but there is a scar. You can kind of see it right here. And so they had to go in through both sides. If you're a little squeamish, maybe just like zone out for the next 20 seconds. But my bones in your arm are like this, and I had literally just gone like, and they were like that. So I have metal plates in my arms. I actually are in my arm. I have 4. It's never been a problem going through like airport security, but like if you can feel them, if you're looking for them. And people used to be so weird about it. Like, right here is one. And they would like they would like, random strangers on the street to me would literally come up to me and they'd be like, what happened to your arm? like with no, like, I didn't even know who they were. That would happen to me all the time. Thankfully, that like phase of time has gone away because I thought that was really weird. I was like, why is this? Who are you again? And they were like, oh, I guess this was weird. And I was like, yeah, it was weird. Thanks. Cotton says, do you think it's an iPad thing? Because whenever I post anything anywhere, I'm like, this isn't what I made. Maybe that would make a lot of sense. I don't know. My like perception of my art and like what my art actually looks like, I think is sometimes really different. And even sometimes when I'm like painting on my iPad, but then I like change it over to my phone, I'm like, wow, that is not the same thing at all. And even like me looking at this screen on Twitch and me looking at my iPad, they don't even look the same. So I'm just going with it at this point, you know? We're vibing. Jamez, Fauna comes to hospital. Doctor, what happened? Fauna, I lost my jacket. It wouldn't even be lost. I was literally just like, I know exactly where my jacket is. Someone grab it. Like, I was insane. I'd completely lost it. Then I had to find out I had to get surgery. Oh, it was so sad. I was like, I'm gonna be ruined and broken. I'm gonna die. I was super loopy though after I got surgery. I have this whole memory of my neighbors like coming over. I have a memory of like after I got out of the hospital, I got out of the hospital, I'm like in my parents' house and everyone left. Like this small child has just gotten arm surgery and just got driven home and everyone is gone. No one stayed at the house with me. And like I have this weird memory of me like going to my neighbor's house and all this stuff. And like I found out like years later that never happened. That I just made up this whole memory. So I was super messed up that day. I really don't know how that happened. I don't know what I thought was going on, but I still have a memory of me being left home alone, and they were like, "We did not leave you. Like you were literally done." Jamessa, stop it, please. I can't eat. Yeah, I think that was about me talking about the bone, so I'll just stop talking about the bone. I don't know. I'm always one of those. I always feel bad. It's like my appetite doesn't go away when I'm eating if someone is talking about something like gross. So I have to remember that other people's do. Like I'll be sitting at the dinner table talking about like vomit, and my mom will be like, could we like not talk about this right now? Because I'm literally trying to eat, and I'm like, all right. Just have like no concept of not being hungry. Food is life, man. Food is life. Man, this thing is very vibrant. Okay. I don't know why I said that. Like I was very surprised that it was vibrant. Don't mind me. Okay, so there's like a big cloud coming over here this way. And then we go down here, and then like the blues just get like a little darker down here slowly. So I'm just gonna pop it in a little bit down here as it's to try to make it more gradual. That looks a lot like better to me. And then this purple kind of like skies like this take me sometimes like a really long time to make. Like the sunset one that's this background. I don't know if you guys have all seen that one, but the layout, whatever the background of this stream thing is, that painting, that sky took me so long. I repainted all the clouds like 3 times over probably. Every time I was just like, well, let's look at these, and then Just kept going for it. Okay, this blue is much better. Sometimes you have to walk away. There we go. And then, like, this is supposed to be... I might move the rocks. Learning how to cut and paste and Procreate was one of the, like, best things I ever did for myself. I swear. Because otherwise it's, like, copy and paste, which is, like, not always what you want to do. Like, it's not that big of a difference, but sometimes it can be nice. Okay, so then these are, like... It's like a rocky beach here. And then, what I haven't done is if you take this color, I like to have like seafoam, at least in the front. Because it's like hitting the rocks, you know? And then it like washes upon shore. I love oceans. I don't even live near one. I probably should with how often I paint. Like, I had to move. Why? Because I paint a lot of oceans, so I think it's a sign. That would be the only argument I have. Although I feel like it must be half the reason I want to go see Cali. Okay, that is like a little too bright. What if I just painted... I've always wanted to do... You know those projects that they have where they like... I think it's mostly a photography thing, but they do this thing where they're like, every day I take a picture of my backyard and then you see like a compilation of the whole year. And it always looks so freaking cool. I've always wanted to do something like that. I've always wanted to like... do something every day for a year and then like like a very like straight on thing, like if I painted the same scene every day or something, which is like a huge project, which is obviously why I have not done something like that, but I just feel like it'd be cool. I've always wanted to do something like that. I think it was literally like the first time I ever heard of it, it was just some guy who had like taken a picture of his backyard every day, and I was just like, well, that's the coolest thing in the world, so I guess I have to fulfill my life dream now. Cotton says, did you learn it all by yourself? Painting? Kind of, yeah. So my history, and if I said something else and I'm not talking about the right thing, I have bad memory, but I have always wanted to do this, and like my parents used to give me drawing classes when I was younger, but they weren't like the fun drawing classes. Like they were like fundamentals, learning how to draw a box, and it wasn't like any colors, it was like pencil drawing, and I think I don't think it was their fault, but I just thought that was boring as like a young child, so I kind of just like dropped it. And my parents didn't really want me to have any paint because my parents don't like dirty things in the house, things that can make messes. So I kind of like always had wanted to paint, and they kind of tried to nurture that, but it just ended up not happening. And then I was always like a doodler, but not like a good doodler, just like someone who had lots of doodles. And in college, I had gotten some acrylic paints and stuff. I don't even remember why I had them, but I received them. And so I ended up painting like based off of a YouTube tutorial. And it actually came out like pretty good. Like if I don't have it right now because it's at my parents' house, but if I showed it to you, like it's not bad. It's not anything like what I'm doing right now, but it's not bad. So I started with acrylics, and I just slowly like got more canvases. I started like working on it more and more. I got like some easels, I got nicer paints. I have a ton of canvases now because I paint digitally a lot now, but I started basically teaching myself based on like YouTube tutorials, and all the ones that I watched at first were like of oceans pretty much, and like flowers too, but I always liked the ocean ones more. Flowers are kind of hard. If it, like I don't, in my mind they were just going to be like, I've seen a flower before, I can paint that, but it was it was a lot more like drawing petal shapes was really hard for me. And I have some good like rose and tulip paintings around, but not anything super like, you know, just not anything crazy, just kind of vibing. And I did that for a while, and then I got Procreate on my, here actually, let me see, I'm gonna just quick turn the screen off for a second. I don't know if where I've saved this, but I should have it somewhere. So what I did is I downloaded Procreate on my iPad. Not on my iPad, I didn't have an iPad. On my phone. And I was like, I just want to see what digital painting would be like. So I drew this on my phone, like with my finger. Obviously, like, it's super simple. It is not anything like super detailed. Like, this whole cloud is blurry for some reason. But I did this on my phone, and I was like, oh my god, like, I have to try this. And so I saved up and I got an iPad, and I kind of just like kept like slowly teaching myself. I've taken some art classes like in college as like extracurriculars, but I never majored in art, and a lot of what I learned I feel like came from YouTube, and just like listening to other artists talk about their experiences. Cotton says, OMG the talent. Thank you. I mean, yeah, I posted this, I remember vividly, I posted this to Instagram and was like, just messing around, and it got like 108 likes or something, which I know is not like a lot if depending on who you're comparing it to, but I was like so into it, and like I did this with my finger. Like, I don't think I'm gonna have a stylus. And so yeah, like I'll be honest, I kind of suck at painting, like in anything that's not Procreate. Like, I'm not great in Photoshop. I can do it, it just takes me a lot longer. I'm not as familiar with the brushes, and I like understand the basics, but I'm just not as fast. But yeah, that's kind of how it all started. That's my origin story. I was gonna say my villain origin story, but I don't know if villain is the right thing. And like, obviously that other painting is simple, and like that's kind of just how it all worked for me. Like, the simpler I did a painting, then the further I could get in it without being like, I could finish a painting and then it wouldn't be, I don't know, I guess finish didn't need to be in quotation marks, but like, if you pick something more simple, then you will have the motivation to finish it. Whereas like, if I tried to paint something like I'm painting now with the skill that I had before, I would have gotten annoyed and overwhelmed, and I would have just probably given up before having finished it. So like, I just did simple stuff for a while, and like, I was following tutorials on YouTube. Like, I wasn't really doing anything you could like sell. I wasn't like, you know, I wasn't like really creating my own art, but I was getting the hand like movements down, and I was getting like just used to it in general. Like, you can only learn so many skills at once. At least that's what happened for me. Like, I couldn't just learn how to make my own compositions, learn all about color theory, like learn about how my iPad worked, and like, it was just, you know, it's a lot going on. You've just got a lot. So yeah. Kyle says, I just started digital art last year. Procreate helps a lot. I think that Procreate is just a very good like user-friendly app, basically. Like, the gestures are very obvious, like 2-finger tap, undo. Like, the Apple Pencil just works, and it works very well. Procreate has a lot of stuff in there, but it's easy to ignore the extra stuff until you're more used to it. Like, you're not bombarded with lots of options at first if you're just trying to create something simple. And I think that there's a lot to be said for that, because when you're starting out, you just want to allow yourself to have enough fun. I feel like that you just keep going, because it's so easy to get discouraged. It's so easy to be like, wow, everything I make is terrible. Like, you compare yourself to the people who you see online and you're just not coming close to it. And it's really hard. And so I just literally like had to start simple. And I feel like that's the case for a lot of other people. Like, you can only learn so much at one time. And it's really easy to feel like you're behind because you didn't start early enough. And like, you're watching people who are like 10 years younger than you who are painting Picassos, and you're like, wow, I cannot paint at all. But like, not letting yourself get discouraged is literally like half the battle. Like, just keeping going is going, at least for me, was going to be hard enough. Like, you just have to find a way to make creating fun. And it does get easier. You'll pick up your own tricks. You get better. You learn what you like drawing. It's a game changer. Warhammer, hello! Hi, Warhammer, how are you? How's it going? I hope you had a nice day yesterday. Okay, wait, let me make this brighter. I had so many cookies yesterday. Oh my god. Until like the children came. Like, once tiny children put their hands in the cookies, I'm out. I'm done. I don't want any more cookies. But before the children were there, I had so many cookies. I think I had like 8 cookies before noon had even come around. You cannot just put food in front of me. It's not safe. It's not safe. I'm even gonna make the cookies today. Cotton says, I agree. Clip Studio felt daunting just with UI itself. Yeah, and I feel the same way about Photoshop. Like, Photoshop isn't, I know it's the industry standard, but Photoshop isn't made for painting. It's made for editing photos. And so like, it always to me feels like I'm rejigging the software to work with what I want it to do, and I don't like it. I don't feel like it's not a painter's program, and you can feel that. And so I don't like it very much. If I want to work in the industry though, I'm going to try to get more comfortable with it. Like, that will be one of my goals. And it's not like I don't know how to use it. Like, I do understand it, and I do things in it. Like, I make my prints in it. I just don't paint in it because I don't find it as enjoyable. So like, what's the point? Warhammer says, good, what about you? I'm doing good. Just had lunch. We're kind of chilling. I actually kind of am vibing with this painting right now, which is nice. I had no idea what to paint when we started, so it's good to have something, you know? I always get like weird blocks around holidays, I think. Which is, I always try to like be nice to myself because I'm like, it's the holidays, you should just take a break. Cotton says, exactly, picking up the pencil is the hardest part. Drawing comes naturally thereafter. Yeah. 100% agree. And like, honestly, most people pick up art because they are interested in it, so I don't think people expect that to be as much of a problem. But like, I don't know, for me, art is just very personal, and it's like you're putting yourself into a canvas and then showing the world. So like, there's kind of a lot of pressure riding on it sometimes. But sometimes it's good to remember you're not your art either. Because I think that those identities can really get wrapped up in each other really easily, and sometimes it's fine, and sometimes it can cause a lot of angst when you don't really need to have that. So So like that's what I mean, is like it is so easy to give up art, but honestly I feel like sometimes I didn't give it up just like out of spite. I was like, I don't want people to think that, oh, she's not very good and then she didn't make it. Like, I'm going to get good at this, and then if I give it up, it's because I didn't want to do it. It's not because I couldn't do it, you know? And I'm not saying spite is a good way to live your life, but definitely fueled me sometimes. But you also, I feel like you can't let it hold yourself back. Like, sometimes when I would post to Instagram, I'd be like, I want to say this, but then what are my old high school friends gonna think? And eventually I just had to be like, I really couldn't care less what they think when they see my Instagram posts. Like, they could unfollow me. And it was like it was a mind shift that I had to have. Like, I legitimately would think about posting something and be like, well, what are those people from high school gonna think? As if that mattered. As if, like, they didn't choose to follow me still, you know? It was so weird. So weird. Cotton says, yay, all the cookies. Oh my god, yes. I didn't have, like, any chocolate. No one made any chocolate chip cookies, so I was kind of offended by that. I really like chocolate chip cookies, but they made these, like, chocolate peppermint. Like, it was a chocolate cookie with peppermint crumbles on top, like candy canes crushed up. Oh, it was so good. Those were the ones that I ate, like, a bunch of in the morning. And then Cotton says, I love that. I feel the same way. Yeah, I totally get that. You just have to, like, let it go, I guess. It's hard. Like, I never really thought that I did care about those people from high school until I was, like, actively doing things and I knew they'd be like, oh, she's so annoying. Well, it's like, we weren't even ever friends. Like, why do I care if you find me annoying? Like, you're the one who's following me. And I just really, like, I'm like, oh well, unfollow me. I don't need you around if you don't like me. Like, why would I cater my posts to the people who I think don't like me, you know? Oh god, social media is weird. Honestly, I wouldn't use Instagram at all, but it just feels like I need to at this point. I'm kind of trying to, like, do a transition to Twitter, but it's not the same. And I don't even really know if it's just Instagram. I feel like it's just always having social media can just be tiring. Alright, I'm gonna blur some of this, because I'm gonna have to, like, repaint some of it, but I think that I need to do the under of this a bit, and then I'll give the detail back. Normally I don't do this, but I just feel like the sky has a lot going on right now. I used to blur, like, everything in all my paintings, and then I would be like, but I don't have any details. Like, haha, that's because you literally blurred it all away. It took me so long to stop doing that. And then, like, I think I only even stopped because I saw some artists on YouTube talking about their art, and they were like, don't ever use the blur tool. And I was like, wait, what? That's, like, half of my painting. And I realized I was kind of using it as a crutch. But I don't think don't ever use the blur tool is really great advice either. Like, I see their point, but, like, especially when I'm painting clouds, like, I almost always use it. It's just helpful. It's just a tool, like. I don't know. I'm just kind of vibing. Okay, so I want to add, I think, some, like, very small boats. Yeah. Okay, that's too big, but close idea. Okay, so if I make it a lot smaller, and then Okay, that's a good size. It's a little too low. But we'll work on it. We'll work on it. Honestly, it's fine to make something too big rather than too small. Especially in Procreate, because Procreate will, like, it can't really hold the quality if you paint it too small. It just kind of, that's like one of the Procreate's weaknesses, is it can't really handle that. Okay, I'm going to take like a tray, and then I just don't want them to be as dark because they've got a lot of light shining on them, you know? Alright, okay. We're doing it. I think smoothing it out underneath was kind of nice. I kind of like what it did. Sometimes I regret it. I'm like, no, where did all my detail go? Okay, I'm being picky. Common named Hydrate, thank you. Good call, good call. Sometimes I forget. I used to be that person who had to like go to the bathroom like a million times a day. Honestly though, like, I don't know. I'm always that person, I guess. I get kind of used to it. It used to make me feel self-conscious though when I was at work, because I was like, well, my bosses are gonna think that I am just leaving. But I really do have to go to the bathroom again. And then like to think that there are other jobs that make you like clock out to go to the bathroom, like bruh, that's not happening. Like you're paying a human, so I have to be a human while you're paying me still. Sorry. But also like definitely not sorry. Okay, so there's a light streak there, and then I'm going to take some of the dark blue and cut it a bit. And we've got that going on. It's still a little too like straight, so I'm just gonna blur it up a bit. Oh, I'm shedding. I was hoping that cutting my hair would make my shedding less noticeable. But it still, it definitely still is noticeable. I actually got a vacuum for Christmas. Shout out to adulthood when you get a vacuum for Christmas. But like I vacuumed for like, I don't even know, like 1 minute on Christmas just to like see how it worked. And like the amount of cat hair that was in that vacuum cleaner in like half a minute of vacuuming like disturbed me emotionally. I guess that I'll just never not have cat hair. Except when I was at college. I didn't have any cat hair when I went to college, and I was like, this is like life-changing. Like I could just like wear things. Like I have, if for anyone who hasn't met my cat, I have an all-white cat, and so I don't really own a lot of black clothing that I would just wear, or really any like fully just dark colored clothing, because it looks terrible all the time unless I like put it on and immediately leave. It's just the cat owner life, you know? Okay, I didn't realize that I put like this dot right here. Also, it's nice not being worried that you're gonna like step and throw up every morning if you don't have a pet. Not a feeling I'm very used to. Okay, I feel like I've worked on the sky for a very long time, and now I'm neglecting the water. This is like a thing that happens with me. Okay, wait, hang on. Let me just quickly erase everything I just added. Okay, that looks better to me. Okay, the rocks are really bothering me because now they like don't have any personality compared to the rest of this painting. I'm just gonna give them some shading. I don't know if that's too dark yet, but we'll figure it out. It'll be fine. Maybe I'll go a little lighter. What's the name of the cat? Says Cotton. My cat's name is Valentine. She's all white. I think that they probably named her Valentine because she has pink ears. And when I say they, I did not name my cat. I got her from a shelter when I was very young. And the kids of the people who owned the shelter had already named her. And, like, I obviously could have changed the name, but I thought it was a cute name. And I definitely have told some people this already, so like, sorry for repeating it, but I went through a phase where I named all of my cats something that rhymed with any. So I named my first cat Winnie after Winnie the Pooh, and then I named my second cat Minnie after like Minnie Mouse. But then I like promptly ran out of names that rhymed with it. I went through the whole alphabet and I was like Binny, Vinny. But like I had a girl cat, so I really didn't want to name her Vinny. So I just kept the name that the kids had named her, and so her name is Valentine. Cotton says Valentine is such an adorable name. I think it's really cute. I think I get it too with like a white cat. It's funny because my parents' neighbors, they have a dog. The dog's name is Patches, and so you would think, like from that description, that Patches would be like a Dalmatian or something, but Patches literally just a yellow lab. Patch has no patches of any color, but his name is Patches. And that is just the way it be. And that now that girl is like in college and she just has this dog named Patches that is just a yellow lab. I think it's cute. It's way better than what my sister named our guinea pig, which was Cutie Patootie, which I just thought the name is too long. Dude, we gotta shorten this down a bit. That was really my main complaint with that name. LOL. Yes, I know. I think it's cute. I mean, I think the dog's name is technically Patch, so like really all this dog needed was like one patch of anything different colored, but alas, we're not getting it. He's kind of a good dog though. Apparently he just ate a bunch of chocolate. He kept like jumping on their counter and eating all their cookies. To be a dog. But it was really bad because it's a dog and they were like chocolate cookies. Like oh my gosh. I don't know. Thankfully, I don't have a dog right now, so I don't really have to worry about that kind of stuff. I want to get a corgi, though, really badly. But I don't really have a lot of room right now, so I don't really bother. There, just blur everything. OG to be a yellow lab, right? Oh, to just living your life as if nothing is ever wrong. I have a theory on lab breeds that black labs are the least like intelligent appearing, like they're like the kind of dog that's gonna like run into a wall. For me, all chocolate labs have been like very, very friendly, but also like still not really a thought in their head, but like more about people and like being friendly. Like I can hit my not that I'm like hitting her very hard, but I can take my parents' dog and like bap her on the nose repeatedly, and just like my dog will just the dog will just stay and like wag her tail, and she'll be like, heck yeah. And yellow labs I think are the smartest. That's just like what I've had, but I've found that to be true like with pretty much every lab that I remember meeting, so I just think it's funny. Like my parents' dog, she is so sweet, but does she have thoughts sometimes? I don't know. I really don't know. Cotton says corgis are my favorite. Yes! Oh my god. Oh, I feel like they're getting so popular right now. It's really hard to just like get a corgi, but what can I say? That's the one for me. I just love their little butts, and like they're very I'm a cat person mostly, so I feel like a corgi is just like very similar to a cat in some ways, but like it's still a dog, so it like will still be like more playful and stuff. Like my cat doesn't want to do anything. Except for sit on my lap when I need to stand up, and only when I need to stand up. But I know the dog's a lot of work, so I'm not like rushing to get a dog. I think it'll be nice to have one when I have like a bigger place. But if a corgi did appear on my doorstep with no home, I'd figure it out. That'd be not my dog. I would adapt. Labrador intelligence theory. Yes, that's my theory. Maybe I should like, I don't know, run like an official hypothesis. I feel like the closest thing I can do is like running a poll on Twitter that will get like 7 responses, but you know what? It's basically science at this point, you think? Oh wow, the rocks actually look a lot better. I wasn't even looking at them. I was just kind of like painting them so that they would like look so like good enough that I could ignore them. Okay, so we've got the water. I'm just gonna crest this up a little bit again. And then, okay, what do we want to do? I have to add back the waves, I think. And normally I do try to paint with a few more layers, but for anybody who knows me, layers and I are just not friends. I literally have a redeem that's just called layer check to see if I'm on the right layer, and I'm not always. It's hashtag bad vibes, but I don't know, I'm just chaotic that way. I've never been able to. I thought that I would like be better at it as I like painted more, and then I think I watched a YouTube video of this artist who basically was like, I suck at using layers. I don't name them. I think that it is more organic if you use less layers. I'm not saying that don't use any layers to be organic, but I think that it's fine if you don't use a lot of layers, because when I first started, was following artists who literally I'm not even kidding, were using over 1,000 layers in their projects sometimes. And like they were detailed, so it was absolutely justified. But I was like, bro, I can't even keep like 5 layers straight. How am I supposed to keep like 1,000 straight? I don't know how they do it, but there are people out there who are painting in 1,000 layered paintings, and you know what? My heart goes out to them. They're doing something that I will never do. Cotton's like, that's so funny. 1,000? Yes, literally someone counted and they had like just hit 1,000. But it was like, it was a very, very in-depth painting. Like, I'm talking like, think like grocery store aisle item, like amount of items in a painting. Like, that's just how many things, like it was a huge painting. So like, it easily makes sense to me. Like, I get it. I just can't. My brain doesn't have the power to keep it straight. Even if I were to label them all, like sometimes I do label my layers, but then I just end up merging them anyways. I actually sorry, I just laughed because I remembered on Twitter, I was reading this thing, and this artist just was like, okay, honest answers. How many of y'all are labeling your layers? And someone wrote, I only label them if they've been good. and the creator just responded like, you know what, true. But I just think it's really funny. It's like, you know what, well, I label them if they behave. Because it's like fair. You know what, fair. That's like, once you've had a layer for a really long time, that's when you'll think about labeling it. I don't just go and label everything. It doesn't work for me. Okay, if I take this, I don't make it a clipping mask, I flip it, stretch it, maybe? Okay. I'm just trying to give it some, like, reflection? Okay, it needs to be, like... Yeah, it's kind of nice. I feel like it's still going too far down, but... I don't want them to be like really distracting. I just kind of want to have something there. Okay, I'm gonna leave it for now. I gotta stop thinking about it. I think I'm gonna do a flippy flip. Yeah, I could never paint with 1,000 layers. I get the... I wonder, I'm trying, I wonder if I can even find it, but... like, they literally posted... I think I know who it is. But, like, oh my god, it was so long ago, but I just remember, like, listening to them talk about it, and I couldn't even... I swear it was Jabby Draws, but I could be wrong. But she does, like, these very in-depth, like, drawings, and it's just, like... just, like, watching people scroll through their, like, many layers. I could never. I could never. Okay, I think I'm going to take my first break because it's been almost an hour and a half. I'm just gonna like grab some more water, stretch a bit. So I'll be right back. Yeah. Okay. Brief intermission. So I have this like incense candle thing. You're supposed it's like a wax melter, so you put a wax of incense into it. So like you put it in the top, and then you put a candle through here, and then it lights it. Oh, where's my water? And once you light it, it like melts the wax, and then the wax is supposed to smell good. But I've lit the wax a lot, and so so my mom told me once I was done with it to freeze it, and the wax will come out. And she was fucking right. Look at this. I literally just tried to do it just now. I was gonna let you guys watch me struggle. Oh, it's so cold. Oh my god, my mom is so smart. It looks so gross. Like, I must have like burned some of the wax. Oh my god. Okay, well, I thought you guys were gonna have like something interesting to watch, but I guess it will just be, it's just me popping wax out. Oh my god, it's so cold. I have really bad circulation in my hands, so when I touch stuff that's cold, it's just like my hands do not like it. They just immediately freeze. And that's like what they do. Oh my god, okay, I'm gonna put this down, but like, yeah, it's all gone. Oh my god, okay. Guys, moms are very smart. I don't know what, I guess I just throw this away. Okay, also I grabbed like a bunch of chocolate chips, so hang on. So I'm realizing now that like a bunch of these rocks are like in a line. It's not like the most realistic thing, so I'm just gonna break them up. Also, I'm watching season 2 of The Witcher, and I don't know how I feel about it yet. I feel like some of the storylines don't really make sense, like at least with, I know that the video game isn't like super canon, but I've played the video game a lot, and it just feels like the decisions that some of the characters make in The Witcher just don't make sense to like their actual character, you know? And like, this is only a spoiler for season 1, really, and it's not like a huge spoiler, it's just kind of like a comment that I have. But I am going to talk about season 1 of The Witcher. Like, there's this whole thing that they added where basically part of Yennefer's quest is like, I want to have a baby and I can't figure out how to do it, so I'm going to have to like do a bunch of stuff to like have a kid. And I just don't like it because they did the same thing in How I Met Your Mother a little bit, which is like taking a character who is not physically able to have a child and to like for some reason have that be like their main motivation in life. And like so all like a lot of what Yennefer is focused on is like having a kid, and I just don't feel like it meshes with her character. Like, I don't know, I could go into it more but like I just don't think that that character line makes any sense, and I always have gripes whenever they like make a woman who can't have kids like only focused on her inability to have kids. Like, I just don't think it's like any fun anymore. But I don't want to get too into it in case people like don't want me to talk about it a lot because of spoilers. But I've heard that people had like the same issues with I don't know, I think Netflix made like a anime or something to follow Vesemir, who's one of the older Witchers, like his story, and like people complained a lot that they kind of made him like a superhero, and like Witchers aren't superheroes, they're Witchers. So like, I don't know, like, you know how you have like, I don't know if this is even a good comparison, but like, you know how like there's Suicide Squad, and like the whole point of those movies is like, it's literally like a gang of villains who are technically fighting to do like good in the world, but like a lot of them are gonna die and they're not exactly good people. Like, some of them are very bad people. But like, you don't expect them to be your typical like hero story, even though it is still kind of like a superhero movie. Like, I'm like, The Witcher is like, it's like they're trying to make Witchers just like Superman, and like they're not Superman. Like, they're not some mystical person who came from another planet who's like all powerful and wants to change the world, you know? Like, Witchers are just mutated people, kind of, and they just like want to live and make money and not have to be involved with the state of the world. And like, I don't know. Like, they're not that, like, I don't want to say they're not powerful, because they are, but they're also just, like, not powerful enough to, like, be a superhero. Like, Superman is a Superman. Like, he can literally save the world. But, like, if a Witcher is, like, mobbed by a bunch of men, like, he can pretty easily die. Like, unless he's very, like, smart and thinks about what he's doing and, like, you know, like, he's not just, like, so powerful that if a bunch of men come up to him, he's gonna be like, oh, no worries, guys. Like, he has worries. I don't know. I think The Witcher 3 was one of my absolute favorite games when I was younger, and I think I just have, like, a lot of opinions on it because, you know, when you love something, you have opinions on it. It's like watching anybody who's a Marvel fan talk about Marvel. Sometimes I like doing it just to, like, hear what... Like, they'll talk to me about things, and I'm like, I don't even know who that is. Like, when I was watching the WandaVision, like, YouTube video theories when that show was out, and everyone was like, House of M, Mephisto, and then, like, all these other things. Like, I really didn't know a lot. I would just, like... had watched some of the Marvel movies, and it was, like, so interesting to just, like, watch these people be like, and this in the comics refers to this, and, like, the number on the license plate is related to this issue where this happened, and so this hints to this character. Like, I don't know, man, but I was vibing. Like I was living my bliss watching those videos. That was, like, I know that everyone kind of went too far, but that was one of my favorite parts of WandaVision, was, like, listening to everybody have their theories on what was going to happen in the next episode. I thought it was so much fun. I was living my life. Wanda might, like, high-key be my favorite now. Like, I did see Spider-Man No Way Home, and, like, I love Spider-Man, but... I don't know. Something about Wanda is special now. Okay, so we've got all this going on. Let me just, like, look at this from afar and think about it. The water is still a little glossy. I want to make it, like... kind of, like, windy, I guess, is the right way to say it. I don't want it to be too smooth. It's a little choppier, you know? So I'm just gonna add some of it back in. I know that I had a lot of it before, but sometimes I just think it's a little easier to smooth it out, and then you have kind of like an underpainting so that you have more to work off of when you're, like, trying to add details. Because if when you added the details, you weren't paying a lot of attention in the first place, I think that it's easier to, like... I don't know what I was saying. I think it's easier to... I lost it. I lost the thought. Oh, wait. I was basically just going to say I think it's easier to add them all in once you have more of an idea of what you're doing versus just kind of adding in detail and then being like, okay, well, half of this is good and half of it needs to be changed. Like, sometimes it's easier to just start over. And, like, it depends on what it is, but, like, I'm pretty into ocean paintings, so I don't, like, need the guide of what I did correctly. I can just kind of move on, if that makes sense. Okay, so we just need to... I'm just gonna, like, add very, like, minute amounts of darkness in the water in the back. Like, that's too big, you know? Okay, that might be too small. We'll work on it. I just like also enjoy it because I really was not a big Marvel fan at all, and now I'm like I'm excited for upcoming projects. Like, I know what's going on. I know who characters are. I've always gone to the movies a lot because I love popcorn. So anytime anybody invites me to the movies, I say yes, even if I'll go see any movie with you basically, as long as I can have popcorn. And it kind of got to a problem because I went with one of my friends to see the Batman movie that was coming out at the time. And I was looking up how much longer the movie was because I was like, okay, this movie is getting really long. And as I was reading the Google searches, I realized that the bad guy's name was Bane, and I had literally thought the entire time I'd been watching this movie that the bad guy's name was Pain. And that was when I realized that I truly had no idea what was going on. I was so sure it was Pain. My poor friend, she's like, bro, I need you to level up. Look at Fauna just sitting in the sky, having a drink. She's bae. Honestly, I feel like this is really coming along. I don't think it's done, but I'm very happy with the sky right now. And to think that we literally went from this to that. It's got all the same elements, but oh, it's so much more refined. We vibing. I swear that the time-lapse feature in Procreate, is life-changing. Being able to watch that is so cool. And obviously there's other ways to do that if you're not using Procreate, but being able to watch a time-lapse of your own work is very rewarding. It helps you visualize how far you've come. I'm gonna make this cloud come out a little bit down here too. I just think it's got a weird shape going on a little bit. Okay. Alright, we vibing. I think I just need to change the water a bit, make it a little less glossy, and we'll be on our way. This is part of the reason why I kind of started streaming in the first place, honestly, was just because I wanted to be able to hang out with people and paint. Art is a very I don't know. I feel if I'm painting alone, or even if I'm with people and I'm painting, I feel they think or that I'm shutting them out. I don't feel I can just paint and hang out with people generally. It's hard. I don't know if other people feel that way. It could just be me. But I always feel whenever I start painting, people are just what's she doing? What are you painting? And not that I don't want to talk about it, I do, but I still want to talk to them and then talk about we could talk about my painting too, but like this, where it's more organic, where we're like talking about my painting and then we talk about like other people's stuff and like we're just chatting and like that's the vibes. Like I feel like I can't just whip out my iPad and just like start painting. Like people are like, okay, so are you like done talking now? I'm like, I don't know. I could just explain it, obviously, but it's not usually worth it. Like it just like I don't ever want anyone to feel that way. And then like I feel like if I went out of my way to explain it, they'd be like, all right, weirdo, you could just do anything else. This is the color composition. Oh my god, is that an Abra? A wild Abra has appeared. Also thank you. Out of curiosity, how do you stream on iPad? Good question. It was a journey. Let me tell you that. Just to preface. So, when I first started streaming, I had like a 2012 MacBook, which is not strong enough. But I also had my iPad, and it's this. I've not had a new iPad, so this is like a 2018 iPad or whatever. So basically iPad Pros have, sorry, it's just gonna flip, but it has a USB-C to charge it, and that's like the only kind of port in it. But you can plug in your iPad through the USB-C and then plug it in directly to your computer, and then, 99% of the emotes I have are Pokemon. It's Leafeon! Oh my god, those are so cute. I love Pokemon. I cannot wait to play Arceus. Even if it's not good, I'm ready. You know, I need another Pokemon game in my life. Oh, is that me? It must have been me. It's just me here, so. So yeah, anyways, you can plug it in, and I plugged it into my Mac, and it used to work really well. Where like it would recognize my iPad was plugged in, and then in Twitch Studio I could just like pick it as a source, and then bing bang boom, it's on the screen. I had a lot of other issues when I got my new computer. It like wouldn't recognize my iPad, so what I used to do is I'd plug my iPad into the computer, I would start Zoom, I would screen share Zoom the iPad screen, and then in Twitch Studio I would screen share the screen share. And then that's how I was doing it, which was kind of a pain because anytime I moved my mouse on my monitor, you guys could see it, and so it was always in the way. But I pretty much can, it fixed itself lately, so I can pretty much plug it in and then select the iPad, and then it works. I have a 2 monitor setup because I work from home, so I need 2 monitors to work. So I've got like the stream up on this monitor with the camera, and then I've got like references or anything else on this monitor. I don't have a very powerful computer, so I pretty much close everything else on it. So there's usually, if anything, it's just like the PDF viewer that's open, plus like the music player, because we gotta have some nice music to be listening to. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole setup. It is a lot of work to like, the equipment that you need is not like a lot, but it's just confusing. And like I bought a new camera for it. I bought like I upgraded my internet. I had to get I got like a stream light so that you could like see me. And then for games are actually harder than iPad because the iPad you can just plug in, but for games you can't. It's not the same. You can't just plug it in like a normal HDMI and like have it work. You have to, it generally depends on what you're streaming with, but like you usually, and what I do is you have to get a capture card, and those things can be like $200, which isn't the worst. But like it's something to think about, obviously, if you're going into it. But like for me, it's worth it because I really wanted to play Animal Crossing with everybody, and now we get to play like tons of games together. Hope that is not pink. But like learning how to get all that stuff set up was definitely overwhelming. Like I was always worried, and then like troubleshooting this stuff is also really hard. Like I have had at least 2 streams where pretty much I just would have like bad lag. My voice would cut in and out, and I had to just like end the stream, and then I would spend like hours restarting my computer, restarting the equipment, replugging things in, checking the internet, like checking all these things, and it would take like hours. And stuff like that is really hard because I swear it just like decides to work. Like I don't ever fix the problem, it just like decides to work. But yeah, that's like the gist of it. Hashtag like streamer life, basically. It's just something like I consider myself a pretty tech savvy person, and I find it like somewhat difficult to troubleshoot these things. So for anybody who is not like tech savvy and doesn't want to deal with all this stuff, like it is kind of still a pain. I wouldn't say it's like the easiest thing ever to get set up. But obviously if you want to do it, then it's worth it. But that's just my 2 cents on all of it. Cotton says, also, yes, so excited for Arceus as well. Oh my god. I haven't played a new Pokemon game in a while. Let me think about this. So, the first one I ever played was Heart Gold. And I thought that game was so good. My parents didn't let me play video games, so I got it when I was in high school, and I started playing Heart Gold. And then after I finished Heart Gold, which took a while because Heart Gold is a huge game, I played Black and White, and I played Pearl and Diamond, and neither of them I thought were as good as Heart Gold. But I was still like vibing. I was having a good time. I was having a great time. What happened after that? So then, the newer games that were coming out were like, I don't know, everything that came out after Black and White, like the Alohan stuff, the like Sword and Shield, Sun and Moon, like all those games came out, and I played pretty much all of them. But I think that Sword and Shield are the last 2 that just like the new ones that just came out. And I don't know. I just thought that, I don't know. I guess I just thought that like I wasn't happy with the direction of the games. And like one of the games I literally played, I was getting geared the fuck up to catch Latios because like they teased you that it's coming, and so like I have these like great balls ready. I'm packing. I'm ready. I saved the game. I'm like ready to fight Latios, and then all of a sudden a cutscene happens, and it's like Latios wants to join your party, and that was it. You didn't have to do anything. Latios was just like, nah, bro, I think you're cool, and then follows you. And I was like devastated. I was like, what is happening? Like, why is this game doing this to me? And it kind of turned me off Pokemon for a while, like the new ones. I was like so upset by that. I don't even think it's that big of a deal, but I was really upset. I was like, bro, why would you do this to me? So I didn't play Sword and Shield, but Cotton says my first game was Ruby. Oh wow. Going back to the classics, then I missed all till Sword last year. That must have been Whiplash. I can't imagine going from Ruby all the way to Sword. I will say, I also tried to play the like Hawaiian Alohan game where they like introduce all the versions, And I had a hard time with that game too. And so I just decided I'm not going to play Sword and Shield. I'm tired of the hand holding, tired. And like, I get it. I'm an adult playing a Pokemon game. It's a kid game. It's going to have hand holding. It's going to be kiddie. But like, every other game in the whole world, you can just be like, all right, I would like to skip this tutorial. But Pokemon just has so many forced cutscenes. And like, I don't even necessarily think they had to go all the way into being open world, like they're kind of trying to do, it looks like, with Arceus. But they did need to just like loosen up a little bit and like I just let adults also play their games, I feel like. So I didn't play Sword and Shield, but it's been too long now. I miss Pokemon a lot, so I'm ready to play again. Even if Arceus is everything I've complained about before, I need to play another game, a Pokemon game. It's been too long. Ugh, I'm such a nerd. I still on my phone have saved the type chart of what every type, and then their 2 times weakness, their half weakness, their 2 times strength, and then the half strength, and just like what they're immune to, and like, oh my god, there's just so many types. There's just so many types. But yeah, I love Pokemon. I don't talk about it a lot because Animal Crossing has just like taken over my life lately, but I think I'm finally getting back into playing other games again. It did take a while, though. I'm still not ready to be done with Animal Crossing, but I have put, like, almost 700 hours into the game. So, like, I feel like I got my time's worth out of it, like, either way, you know? And I don't think I'll ever, like, stop playing it. I just won't play it as often. I don't know what we're gonna play, though, after Legends Arceus. Hopefully we play that for a while. And then obviously we're playing Breath of the Wild 2. Hell yeah. That game, I'm so excited for that game. It better not flop. Like, the expectations are very high, so you delay that as long as you need and give us like a fun game. Please don't rush this game. It will break our hearts. Like, not to be dramatic, but my heart is on the line, guys. Sorry if you can hear the iPad. Let me put something under it. A bunch of cords are under it, so every time I paint on it, it's like moving around. Should be better. Ah! Oh my god. I just moved the whole desk instead of me moving over. Okay, wait, I still have chocolate chips. Cotton's the same. Oh my god. Breath of the Wild, like, changed my life. I've been saying that about a lot of games, but it's true. Like, who am I without Breath of the Wild? I don't know. I just, like, I finally gotten to the point where I'm able to, like, not think about it as much, kind of, like, not move on, but, like, not be hyper-focused on it. And, like, people do have criticisms of... Oh, did I have, like, a hole? Whatever. People do have criticisms of, Breath of the Wild, and I think that a lot of them are valid, but, like, I don't care. It's so good. It's such a good game. And I kind of, some of the criticisms I don't like. Like, I kind of like that you can teleport anywhere. Or not like anywhere, but like you can teleport at any time. Like, I think that is fun. And it saved my butt when I'm trying to like fight a Lionel and I'm not strong enough. So I'm like, alrighty, peace, and then you're like just like teleporting away from the, and you can like see the Lionel literally about to like kill you. I kind of liked it, and I didn't mind. I'm technically in the middle of doing a no teleportation run right now, but I think that they did a good job. Like, the teleportation in there, I don't feel like detracts from your like exploration of the map, unless I guess you're like trying to get all the Korok seeds, which I'm fully never taking that challenge on. Like, I'm sorry, but the reward for that is literal poop. I don't need to be insulted by Nintendo like that. My heart can't handle it. It's not happening. It's not happening. I can't do it. It's not happening. I won't apologize. Cotton says it's 10 out of 10 for me. Not perfect, but pretty much best in its class. Yeah, I totally agree, honestly. Like, obviously, you're going to be able to find critiques for it, but like, it's basically perfect. You won't find me like crapping on it. I will say my literal biggest pain point with that game is gyro controls, which is Nintendo's fault, not really Breath of the Wild as a game. It's just like those freaking shrines with the motion controls, like bro, no. And then climbing in the rain. Like, literally do anything, give me anything so that I can climb in the rain, even if it can climb a little bit slower. Like, oh my god, the amount of times that, and it's not even like climbing a big mountain, it's literally just like going anywhere to do anything. You're like, oh my god. I guess I'm just like, I will literally like teleport away. I'll be like, all right, well, we can't do this because it's raining, and I just like leave. Like, the rain literally makes it impossible to go up like a foot high. The rain's like, nah, bro, nah. Like, the rain is just a little intense. I feel like it's a little rough there. Cotton says, I never did Quarks either, and Elmio so true. Yeah, I don't have the patience for 900 of them. I think it would be different if they were marked. And if I didn't suck at some of them. Like, the archery ones, oh, man. The only ones I ever did were, like, the ones on top of Hyrule Castle, just because I was like, I'm never coming back here. Like, I need to get this done. So it's just like me wasting all my arrows right before fighting Ganon, and I'm like just trying to hit this very far away Korok balloon. Oh my god. The only way I could ever do them is if I'm like say the balloon is going in a circle, I just figure it out so that eventually it passes by that where I have it, and I just wait for it to circle back. I can't even, like, I can't follow that around. We're never making it if I'm trying to do that. But yeah, that game is so much fun. Just like, I know that I can't even, like, people have talked about it so much, I can't even explain. Like, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. And like, just that's all there is to it. The exploration sense is amazing. Like, the fact that you don't even level up and it still has such good progression, and how you can literally go anywhere, but it does gently nudge you into like the easier, like more linear storytelling direction. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. And it like is open. It's like a true open world game. Like you're not actually being secretly stuck to do everything in a certain order. Like you can go try to fight Ganon the first day in, but I mean, you're probably not gonna make it. I wouldn't make it. The pro strats, yes. Oh, I just think it's just a lot of fun. That's all a video game needs to be. Like, I vividly remember, so I wasn't even gonna get a Switch. I had an Xbox at the time, and people were talking about the Switch, and people, like, obviously are complimenting it, saying that they really like it, whatever, and, like, I'm hearing about it, and eventually, I'm like, you know what? I really want to play this Breath of the Wild game everyone's talking about. It took me, like, 6 months for me to decide that, you know what? I'm gonna get a Switch. And so I gathered up all my Xbox stuff, every game I had, my controller, my Xbox, everything. I had like an Xbox One or whatever. I don't even know. It was whatever the white one was. And I was like, I'm going to get a Switch. And so I went in and I gave them all my stuff and I traded it in so I could get the Switch, and I bought Breath of the Wild. And we had to go to Lowe's after to like get some stuff, and I'm literally, and like thank God it was charged. I was like, please be charged. And so I'm walking around Lowe's and I am like doing the intro. I'm like getting out of the Shrine of Resurrection, I think that's the one, and then I'm like seeing Link run up and seeing the world and meeting the old man. I'm doing all this and I'm just like in Lowe's, and they're like, all right, what do you want to get? I'm like, I'm good. I'm like, what do you think of this? I'm like, it's great. Like, I was like, I may as well have not even been there. I'm not the type of person who's like walking around department stores like playing video games, but that day I definitely was that day. So yeah, anyways, I loved that game, and I loved it the second that I had it, and I never stopped thinking about it, and I was like, God, I told anyone who would listen, I was like, this is the best game. I was so excited. So good. Such a good memory. Like, wow. To think that there are people out there who haven't played that game, but play games is like, I can't. I just can't. I'm like, it's so good. And I even have a friend who I tried to get into it, and they couldn't. The game like glitched out. It wouldn't give them any meat. Because it's really hard if you scare away all the wild boars to get meat in the beginning of the game. So you can like get stuck in the tutorial for a while, and they were like, I hate this game. And I was like, no, you have to play it. It's so good. But alas. Okay, this is like, I'm like adding a lot of rocks right now. I feel like I may have gone a little rock crazy. And they're all so bright. I feel like I made them all too highlighted. Hang on, we have to do reconnaissance on the rocks again. Like, it can be a little bright, but it's too much. I don't want like you to look at the rocks, you know? Like, God, we're doing so good, guys. We spent way longer on this than I meant to. Oops. Oh, also, I think that Odyssey had been out as well when I bought it, I think. Let me Google when Odyssey came out. Mario Odyssey came out October. Yeah, so I bought it like the month after Mario Odyssey came out. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get Breath of the Wild, and then when I'm done with Breath of the Wild, I'm gonna get Mario Odyssey. And oh my god, Mario was really good. I don't think it is, I mean, I don't rate it as high as Breath of the Wild in my mind because of how much fun Breath of the Wild was. Like, literally, like, it's the defining game of the Switch. But like, Odyssey is a very fun game, and I kind of regret selling it. I always regret selling games. I don't know why I sell them. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to play Mario Odyssey anymore, it's fine. And I do. I want to collect another moon, but I don't know. I don't know if I was ever going to get all the moons. There are a lot of moons in that game. Okay, how are we feeling? These rocks have too many dots on them still. They're giving me like... I don't know how to explain it. Bad vibes. I wonder if I can like... Oops! The gradient map tool is kind of fun, but it like... It just like works immediately if you click it by accident, so you gotta watch out a little bit. I'm kind of vibing with this right now. I think that I need to put it down in order to like suss out if I want to make any more changes, but I'm gonna call it good for now. I always like spend a really long time on making this little like squiggly in the corner, as if like I'm going to be that picky about it, but I am. Okay, I'll leave that alone. Alright, so yeah, that's the first painting of this stream. I thought that would not take as long. But yet, here we are. Okay. I don't know if I want to... I had a lot of other ideas. Hang on. Let's see. Where should we go? Oh, right. I remember. Hang on. We just did that, so I'm gonna go with the other one. Okay. Oh my god. This little thing. Hang on. I have to look at... I spent an hour on this little guy, on this little first digital painting. Oh, I made it orange at first. I haven't watched this in a long time. It's the end of the year, so it's fun to look back. Also, cognitive hydrate, thank you. Aww. I like it. Memories. Alright, well, I don't need to look at that anymore. I also didn't want this anymore. Okay, 11 by... Let's do 11 by 17, because we just did 11 by 14. Cotton says, I love watching time-lapse videos. I do too. Not a problem. I always love posting mine, and then I always like watch them back. I don't know what it is. It's just like pure, I guess, is the right word. Like it's just, it moves fast enough that my brain is like distracted by it, you know? I'm like, ooh, that looks good. Good vibes. I don't know if I want to... This is how we want to start. But I guess I'll blur it a little so it'll be fine later. Yeah, so this is going to be painting number 2, and we are going to go lightning fast. And I say that now, but who knows what we'll actually do. The world may never know. But I always really liked like posting my own time-lapse videos, and I feel like some people don't want to share their process necessarily, and I do not fault them for that, but I think that oh my god, when I was a new artist, I was literally like, I was looking for anybody who would like post their time lapses, because I wanted to be like, okay, so how did you approach this? Like, I don't even like, it's not like you could just like copy their drawing style from it, but I just like really wanted to like understand fundamentally like how people were drawing, because like when I was new, I wanted to just like draw it perfectly the first time. Like, I didn't want to do any sketches. I didn't like do base colorings. Like, what I was putting down, I wanted to like be done. So like, if I was drawing a person, I wanted to just start drawing the person. Like, I'd be like, all right, this is the nose, and then like make that nose perfect and be like, why isn't the nose perfect? But like, if you're drawing a person, you draw the circle, and then you draw the front, and then you draw the sides, and then you're like, okay, then the nose is here. Like, you know, you're not just like, you don't just draw it perfectly the first time. And I did not like that. I wanted to draw it perfectly the first time. Also, I'm probably gonna make cookies, like, I don't know, within like an hour or so. So I don't know, like, if how long will we streaming? I stream for like 3 hours, so we'll see if I want to stream that long. But I think that we'll probably raid G after this, because I just saw that she went live a little bit ago. So we'll probably raid her when we're done here. It's always fun raiding her. I bet she's playing Stardew still. I love that game. Stardew Valley, another great game. I remember finding that game on the Switch and just being like, I played it so much. It was my most played game until I like replayed Breath of the Wild and then like played Animal Crossing. I'll probably never play a game as much as I've played Animal Crossing, but I'm fine with that. And I'm just gonna like, oh, that is a huge eraser. We're just gonna break out some holes in this so that it doesn't feel like I just made mounds of grass in here. It feels a little more organic. And then I just want to make a couple of these a little bit taller than the rest, because I think it will show some like depth of it. I just want to get rid of these like, I don't want the like roundness of the mounds to come through, you know? I want it to be like pokey. Okay, so we've got some grass, and then I'm gonna make I just cracked my neck. I don't know if we want it to be that big. I'm gonna do a moon. So that is the moon, which we will work on, but the edges are not filling in the way I want them to. Rude. Usually that only happens if you like do it wrong. Hang on. Oh my god, there's no chill. Usually you can like fill in the lines. It's whatever. I will let it go. I'm letting it go. This is me letting it go. I'm Elsa. Cotton says, I totally get that. I don't post mine, but it's because some people are annoying for how things should be done. I totally like feel you there. People can be very judgy about art, and I just like, I do not vibe with them. But like, it's hard. Like, they're everywhere, and like some people think that they mean well, but they just are not. I don't know. It's like hard. It's like just posting a time lapse isn't asking for like your criticism, you know. And like I don't know. I just think it's Oh, it's silly that people think that there are like right and wrong ways. Like they're just gonna like judge you if you do it a different way. And it's like, okay, but like that's not what we're here for. That's not the vibes. I don't think everybody like even should. Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, not that you shouldn't if you want to, but like I don't think it's something where it's like, oh, if you don't post your time lapses, like you're secretly hiding your weaknesses. I just think like people are the worst, and you only have to share parts of your process that you want to share, obviously. It's backseating, but for art. Not sure if there's a term for it. I mean, I usually just call it like unwanted like criticism, but I think there is a different term that people use that I just can't think of right now. I just feel like, I mean, I agree. It's too much. Tosh is back. Hey, were you a dishwasher or did you take a nap? Because I'm curious for you. Okay, I think we need to add some like cloudage going on. Fauna is Elsa. Ta-da! Washed the dishes as well as rested. Oh, Tosh. Us and resting. What will we ever do? Tosh and I always joke about how we like don't ever relax or take breaks. Yes, because I am letting it go. I'm letting things go. Also, Tosh, if you're back here, this is where we left off the last painting. I don't think it's done, but I need to like sit on it, you know? Like I just can't keep looking at it. It is nice though. It's got good vibes. I don't like the rocks still, but we'll deal with them later. Tasha's damn so good. Lovely colors. Aw, thanks. I'm glad you think so. I like them a lot too. I think that they have some good vibes going, you know? I spent like way too much time on the rocks though. I probably could have just like let them go and they'd have been fine. But that's why I'm Elsa now, because I am letting it go. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore, bro. Wouldn't it be funny if those are the words? If Elsa was just like, hey, bro. So now we're moving on. I said I would do this really fast. Hopefully I didn't lie. I'm gonna make the grass a little taller. Oh my god. Taj, thank you so much for the 69 bits. That is like the I don't even know, the millionth time. Thank you. Thank you. Nice. Maybe rest for a few seconds. Oh my god, I forgot to watch the YouTube video that Jim Matt wanted me to watch. Ugh, I'll watch it after. I forgot. I got distracted by chocolate chips. Who needs rest? Not me. Not little old me. Rest. I'm gonna use... I have a cloud brush. I think I'm gonna use that. Sorry, every time my cat makes a noise, I'm like freaked out. I'm like, what are you doing? Even if it's not a suspicious noise. Taj just, I love the little smile you have when you hear the bits alert. I'm like, like, is that me? Even though I'm the only one making any noise. I'm like, Was that me? Like, my phone went off earlier and I heard a ding and I was like, oh, is that me? And I was like, well, no one else's phone is here, so. Anything for you, Tosh. I still have to get you the, like, VOD of that horrendous, like, cursed stream we had a little while ago. For anyone who doesn't know, like, I did a mini stream, like, last week and it's cursed. It is fully cursed. Like, I don't know what was going on, but it's cursed. It is cursed. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. But I, like, lost my mind and then I tried to rhyme and it was really hard. It's cursed. It just is cursed. Okay, we're drawing the moon now. We are one with the moon. I love her. Moon has actually been really pretty the last few nights. It's kind of why I'm, like, thinking about the moon right now. Boom! Moon! Okay. I told you! Look at how fast we are. I'm, like, halfway done, I think. Maybe not. I'm mostly thinking about cookies, I'm not gonna lie. Cookies and I are bae right now, before anybody else. I think that's what bae is supposed to stand for. I can't tell if that was, like, retroactively made up after everybody started using the term bae. I feel like bae is really old now, though, so I should probably just, like, never say it again, because it... People are like, wow, Fauna, are you, like, 90? There was also a phase in time where all my friends were saying bet, and I was just like, okay, I mean, like, I'm inferring what you meant from context, but I don't get why we're saying this. Like, if someone told me bet, I would understand what they were saying, but, like, I've never said it. Like, in, like, context, I feel like. Cotton's like, cookies. Yes! Oh my god, and Snorlax? Wow, you have so many good emotes. Cotton, what are your favorite kind of cookies? Because I think I need to know. Unless you don't want to share, obviously, but I feel like mine are chocolate chip, but I really like sugar cookies. I really like a lot of cookies. I'm kind of a picky eater, but, like, if you make a good cookie, I'm probably gonna like it, you know? Cotton says, bet was a phase, indeed. It really was. I don't know really why. Like, how did we even make that? It was a thing, though. It was a real thing. I couldn't, like... go a day without hearing it. And I never used it. I don't know. I guess I just didn't understand it. Like, I did, but I also was like, I'm gonna go home and be like, bet, Mom. I'm gonna be like, what the hell? Bet what? Are we betting? Like, I'm not betting. I'm like, no, Mom, just bet. Like, what? That's not. I feel like I did say YOLO a lot, though. I mean, I kind of still do say YOLO. And my parents kind of just had to, like, roll with the punches on that one, you know? Like, alright, what is that? I mean, like, everyone kind of knew what that stood for eventually. It was everywhere. Everywhere. And then there was that phase where people were, like, doing it for the Vine. And then people died, and people had to stop doing it for the Vine. That was wild. Cotton says chocolate chip is the classic and probably the boring answer. Yeah, it's like that TikTok where it's like, you're going with the safe choice. It might be basic, but you're not wrong. Like, and that's chocolate chip cookies. Oh my god, we should do that sound for chocolate chip cookies. And then so one of them is this really your favorite? Or do you just think it is because everybody told you it was? Oh, that should be gingerbread. That one should be gingerbread. And then there's the one where it's like, you are a child. But I mean that in a nice way. And that I think would be sugar cookies. And then I don't know what it would be where he's like, but you are a child. And I mean that in a bad way. I don't know. I don't know what that one would be. But I've already gotten 2 cookies, so that must be good, right? Tosh says, do it for the vine. You ain't gonna do it. Do it for the vine. That was such a phase. Oh my god. People died. People were literally dying. Like, that was bad. I don't know what was, planking. Oh, that's the other thing I'm thinking of. Wow, planking was weird. I never planked anywhere, but like I liked watching people do it. I was like, oh my, like it was so fun. I don't know like why. And then wasn't there a thing where like I swear that people would just like randomly start planking? Like I don't even know. It was a weird time. People died. Tosh says, I sometimes plank going to sleep. Well, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, did people die doing it for the vine? Why Vine died? No, I don't want to talk about Vine dying. Yeah, some guy named Adam Perkins. I don't know if he died because of Vine, though. I think he was just popular on Vine. I don't know. But I think people did die. Although everyone is just talking about this one person, so maybe his was the most notable. Yeah, it was serious. I usually don't plank going to sleep. I usually do like the weird, like, I don't know. I don't sleep right. I don't sleep correctly. If I planked going to sleep, it would be the healthiest thing. I'm also like 88% sure that I grind my teeth going to sleep. Ugh, and that's just annoying. Because the only way you can fix that is like wearing a mouth guard. Like you can't just like you can't just like tell yourself to stop doing something when you're asleep. That's not how it works. Which is annoying. I was hoping that like, I don't know, I could just be like, stop doing that, and my brain would be like, okay. Good call, babe. Good call. Thanks for the pep talk. And then it would just stop. Also, what is this? Ugh. This needs to like be broken up a little bit more. We're gonna paint this so fast. We're gonna paint this like we're ninjas. We're amazing. Heck yeah. We're going for it. We're vibing. The weirdest sleep positions. Yeah, we don't sleep through that. Just don't sleep. Simple as that. I would definitely pass out, like, at work. Because, like, work is boring. So, like, if I don't have enough sleep, I'm going to sleep at work. I'm just, like, it's not happening. I just do, like, boring accounting stuff, so, like, even I think it's boring. Like, I'm doing it, but I think I'm not gonna lie to you and be like, oh, I think that every day is a new adventure. Like, no, the work I do is boring. Like, people, if I even tried to explain it to, like, the menialness of all these tasks, you'd be like, that sounds literally terrible. Like, I tell my non-accounting friends, like, what I do, and they're like, that's not fun. I'm like, no, but I'm here doing it, so, and they pay me to do it, so that's the important part. Okay, this is actually, I'm vibing. Let me just pick a darker color. Ooh, okay, wait. What brushes are you using for painting? So I mostly use, there's a YouTuber out there, his name is Angry Miko, and he has brushes on Gumroad, and I'm also like sub to him on YouTube, so he gives me brush packs. Sorry, that was probably really loud. He gives me brushes, like monthly usually, but not always, every month. And so like I get brushes from him. So I basically get them from him. This Cloud Weaver brush I think was free on Gumroad for him if you like look Angry Miko up. But all of these rest in this pack are from him. And I usually I just use these. Only out of laziness, they're pretty easy to use in the sense that like you could kind of use each one almost, like except for some of these, like the main brushes you could like use for the whole painting, except for like obviously the Cloud one, but I'm kind of jigging it to work anyways. So I kind of like them because they're not like, I have this Flora pack that I got a long time ago from Maddie B, and it's like really good, but you can only use it for like one thing. Like it's not very versatile. Like it's very obvious that I used a brush, you know, like that looks good if that's what I'm going for, but I can't just like paint anything with it, and I'm just lazy. I also have like this. I took like a course from like the guy who did Into the Spider-Verse. Like he gave me this brush pack. I'm taking a schoolism course, and like they gave me this brush pack, but I mostly use the Miko ones. But they are like, they do cost money. They're not like free, and I like don't know how to make brushes because I've tried it and I find it very overwhelming and confusing, and hopefully one day it will be my vibe, but right now it is not my vibes. And also, okay, so Tosh, redeem, don't pass out, so I have to find something to eat. I'll be right back. Okay, so I have more taco chips. Okay, what am I doing? Okay, so I'm just gonna eat these. Hopefully I still have enough to make cookies. The wilderness is out there. Ka roar. I'll be recording now. I'll be back later if you're still on. Alright, thanks Tosh. Probably won't be because we're gonna raid someone eventually, but yeah, no worries. You should Tosh! Oh my god. Hang on, let me finish these. Thank you so much, Tosh, for the 100 bits! Oh my god. Let's make it 100 this time. You're hilarious. Oh my god, I love it. Thank you, Tosh. Have a great time recording. Oh my gosh. Yes, and let me clear cotton. Hang on. So that's Angry Miko. And you can find him, like, if you just get rid of the space, you'll be able to find him on Gumroad. But the art director for Into the Spider-Verse, his name is Patrick O'Keefe, and he has a course. It's a little pricey, but he has a course. I don't even know if it's like permanent or if I took it and he like took it down. But I think if you like find him on Twitter, he will post about it because that's where I found it from. But he has this whole course on like how he was the art director for Into the Spider-Verse, which is so cool. And so he like gave me this like brush pack for the course, and he like talks about how to make those like big cityscapes, and like the brushes that he gives you. Here, it's just called like O'Keefe brushes. And he helps you make your own brushes, so it's not like super made for Procreate, it's more made for Photoshop, but he goes over Photoshop. But they're like very square brushes, so like you can just like very quickly like make a cityscape. Like that's a little tilted, but like that looks like a city already. And then there's like rake ones, which like if I'm not tilting it right, but like they give you like this line. So like if you want to make like a fence or something, like it's just very cool. They're very cool brushes. I never use them, like I said, but if you are into that kind of art, I think that even just like making a brush that's more square would be worth it, because it saves a lot of time. Am I still using the rake brush? Yeah. Cotton's like literally my favorite movie. Into the Spider-Verse is so fucking good. Oh my god, I could shout about that movie from the rooftops. I'm so sad Netflix took it off. Like, I'm gonna just buy it. Like, that movie. Oh my god, that movie is so good. And I can't even. When I tell you I can't even comprehend the movies that Sony has been throwing at us, like Mitchell versus the Machines, Into the Spider-Verse. Like, Into the Spider-Verse is. Like, I can't even. Like, it's 10 out of 10. It is amazing. It is perfect. The animation is so cool. Like, I can't watch that movie without the whole time being like, oh, look at how they animated this. Look at this. Oh my god, look at the style. Like, it's so cool. And it's so, like, I literally, like, I swear most of the reason I took that class was just to hear him, like, talk about how they did stuff in Spider-Verse. And, like, he talks about how they, like, were trying to go for that comic book style, and like, oh, just all of it. It's so cool. Like, I just want everything to do with that project, please. Like, I cannot believe that the same studio that gave us Into the Spider-Verse also gave us like the Emoji Movie. Like, bruh. It's crazy. It's literally crazy to think about. But yeah, anyways, I love that movie. It's such a good movie. It's so good. Like, you can't name it something wrong with it. I'm sorry, you just can't. Cotton says, I mean, Spider-Man is my favorite character, and I didn't expect anything. Came out with just tears. Yes! Oh my god, Spider-Man is my favorite too. And like, I don't know, like, it's just so good. Like, like, to follow Miles Morales, not even like actual like Spider-Man. Like, obviously you had other Spider-Mans, but like, oh my god, it was stunning. It was literally stunning. I loved the way they played with the art style throughout the entire movie, and it just, like, oh my god. Like, No Way Home is really good, but I still think that one is that Into the Spider-Verse is like my favorite, just because I cannot get over the animation. Like, it is amazing. I really need to watch like the older. I need to watch the older, like the Andrew Garfield and the Tobey Maguire. Like, I didn't really watch those Spider-Man movies, but like I feel like now is the time to like be getting into them, you know? Like, everyone has been trying to get me to watch them because I'm like, Tom Holland's my favorite Spider-Man. And so they want me to appreciate all the Spider-Man, but I'm like, I still think Tom Holland's gonna be my favorite, not gonna lie. Also, I already loved the song Sunflower, and then after Into the Spider-Verse came out, I just could not stop listening to that song. And I remember being really annoyed that Miles couldn't sing the song right. He's like, and I was like, it's such a good song. How do you not know the words to this amazing? Like, I don't know. I really liked it. I really liked it. And also, I love Nick from not How I Met Your Mother, from New Girl, and he's just like so good in that role in Spider-Verse. So funny. Okay, I'm just gonna like add some more grassy stuff. Maybe I'll just go back. I need like a different brush for this. The cloud brush is really like good for clouds and like not grass. Okay, I'm just gonna quick fill this out a little bit. Cotton says Andrew Garfield's my favorite, but Tom Holland is just perfect. From what I'm hearing, it sounds like Andrew Garfield was such a good Spider-Man, but like his movies got a little bit botched. And then I guess he was supposed to get another one, but he never got it. He's so good. He was I've watched parts of both, but I've never sat down and watched like the whole movie, you know. It's just one of those things. It's like, oh, it's on and I know what happens, and then like you watch and like MJ and he like, you know, he doesn't catch her, and like Uncle Ben, and like I know like basic plot points, but I haven't like sat down to appreciate the movie necessarily, you know. So it's a little different. Okay, I feel like the moon design is a little off, but I kind of like what I have. The cloud is a little bit too overbearing though. I'm just gonna adjust it. Like, I don't want it to be so like, I don't know. I guess I just want it to not be as even. Sorry, I'm just thinking about the No Way Home movie, and I don't want to talk about it because obviously spoilers, because most people have not seen it yet, I feel like. I mean, I guess I would say that like a lot of people have seen it, but like still, it hasn't been out long enough that I would feel terrible if I like spoiled it for somebody. It's really good. But it just makes me so excited for like everything else coming in Marvel. Also, I kind of feel like playing around with this one a bit. I'm just gonna, here, maybe I'll move it up a bit. I'm gonna make it like a Polaroid kind of. I don't really know why I feel like doing this. I just, I can't explain it. What is today? It is December 26th of 2021. It kind of, I feel like it's giving it like a cool frame vibe. But I might make it a little bit more pink. No, I think I liked it before. Cotton says the Amazing Spider-Man movies aren't great, but Emma Stone and Garfield are unparalleled in my opinion. I fucking love Emma Stone. So like I feel like that's why I even only watched like parts of it before, is I literally just wanted to watch Emma Stone. Because she's so good. Like, I think that her in La La Land is kind of phenomenal. Low-key think that she is amazing. Some of my favorite movies, like Easy A, I think I'm not gonna say that Easy A is some sort of like amazing classic movie, but like I love that movie, and I think that she kills it in that movie. I think that she is like it's so good. Everything that she does is so good. I love Emma Stone. So like I could watch it just for her, and like from what I've seen of Andrew Garfield, like clearly he is very talented, so like I'm ready. Cotton says, do you like La La Land? Because I love it. I don't know. I feel like other people's opinions on it have formed mine a lot more than I think it should have. Like, when I actually saw it by myself. Hello, Easy A is a masterpiece. Okay, thank you. I love Easy A. I could watch that. I own that movie. I could watch it forever. I really liked La La Land when I watched it. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was a lot of fun. I actually love tap dancing, so it was really fun to see them do a tap dancing number. I'm not like a big Ryan Gosling like fan person. Like, I don't dislike him, but I'm just not like one of like, I'm not like a huge like Ryan Gosling fan, you know? But I thought they played off of each other really well. I thought that the acting was really good. I think maybe the main plot, I don't remember, there was something about it I didn't really like. I don't know if I just thought it was boring or if I was just like not like emotionally as compelled by it, but I liked it. I didn't hate the ending, and I liked the movie. I thought it was a lot of fun. It's not like I don't rewatch it often, and I don't think it's one of my like favorites or anything, but I did like it. Like, when I realized that a lot of people hated it, I was surprised. Like, I haven't watched it in a while, so I'm having a rough time trying to like remember what I like my actual thoughts on it. I just remember that Emma Stone apparently has like I don't know if it's PTSD, but something happened to her where she was like, what is wrong right now? This is supposed to be pink. There we go. She like, I don't remember why, but she like got picked up or something in the past, and it like affected her. And so when they're doing the scene where he like picks her up, it's not Emma Stone, because she like legitimately had a oh my god, hang on. Emma Stone, La La Land, picked up, and then like actor, I guess. I don't know. Hang on. No, not Emma Watson. Oh yeah, apparently Emma Watson was supposed to be in that movie. Wait, Emma Stone, La La Land being picked up. Let's try that. Oh wait, was that a different movie? Oh, apparently was Emma Stone in another movie with Ryan Gosling? Yes, okay, no, it is about this. So when he picks her up and they recreate the Dirty Dancing scene, she said, I have an internalized phobia of being over somebody's head at the height of 6 feet. I literally had a real meltdown, and then they had to get someone else, like, do it for her. It was really bad. So yeah, Emma Stone couldn't get picked up. She was, like, literally afraid. I think that is, that is wild. Apparently it was like really bad. Like, she had a visceral reaction. So like, it wasn't just like, oh, I don't like this. Like, she was literally like screaming, I think. And like, I had to like lay down after that happened. So like goddamn, you know? What am I doing? I don't really like this. Plus palette. Let me like change this. Cotton says they feel the same way about Ryan Gosling. Yeah, like, he's not bad. And I remember, I think he's the one who's in The Notebook, and I liked The Notebook well enough. But I don't know. I'm just not. I don't know. I'm just usually not that in. I'm more into like the Tom Holland type. Like, I like the little bit of a baby face, and I like the like, I don't know, I'm not into like that chiseled kind of guy. It's just not my vibe. Okay, hang on, I have to like work out this color palette. I don't know if we have time to do like a third painting, but here we are anyways. Figuring it out. I'm going to put the ocean and the sky in a different layer. And that's why I like cut and paste. It's so easy, so quick, so simple. Okay. I don't know why that pink is still here. Oh my god, getting these ocean lines straight on my acrylic paintings, I literally bought tape so I could like so I could clean it up. Like, it's so hard. Also, what the heck? Why is it so much higher on that side? That's so weird. Okay, there we go. Now we've got, I don't know, maybe erase it again. Sometimes I swear that my straightener lines on Procreate are like, I swear that they are like crooked. Cotton says Timothée Chalamet is another one I just don't get. More power to anybody who loves him. Hang on, I know who Timothée Chalamet is, but I never remember what he looks like until I see him. Oh, I typed it so wrong, it's not even giving. Timothée Chalamet. Oh! He's the one in Lady Bird. Yeah, I think he's okay. He reminds me of Conan Gray a little bit, and I think Conan's a little bit more attractive personally. But yeah, exactly. Like, anyone who is, like, good for you, but like, I don't see it. It's not my vibes. Con says my type is more Andrew Garfield / Robert Pattinson. I have a very mine is very like I think that's I totally vibe with that. I get you. I feel you. I totally thought that Taylor Lautner was more attractive though when I was in my like Twilight years. I was like vibing to that. Okay, I need to paint faster, but I don't want to. The plan was for me to start like kind of getting into a bit of a speed paint, and I'm just meh. I'm a more like Josh Hutcherson, like Tom Holland. I'm trying to think of other like guys. I don't know. I'm very like. Usually, I find like women like more attractive. Like I like Christian Bell. I like Anna Kendrick. I like Gal Gadot. I think is really nice, like attractive women. I'm trying to think. Those are like the ones I always think of. Ryan Gosling, or not Ryan Gosling. Ryan Reynolds is attractive, but I don't know if he's my type. Oh my god. I remember that when I was reading Twilight, I thought that Taylor Lautner was so attractive that I was like, well, I'm team Edward in the books, but I'm team Jacob in the show because I think that he is more attractive. And then like when Hunger Games was finally popular, I was like, no, I'm literally just team Gita. Sorry. Like, you're gonna have to deal with it. Liam Hemsworth. Gale is not good. Like, Liam Hemsworth might be alright, but Gale is bad. I actually really liked him in the last song. I wanted to see Miley Cyrus act all the time. Miley Cyrus was giving me just like everything I ever wanted and dreamed of in the last song as like a young person. I was like, this is the peak romance of the life. Like I was vibing for her. Cotton's like fair. Yeah, I don't know. I just got like I've got a weird type going on, I think. Anyways, this is gonna be this is like an ocean painting, and then there's just gonna be like a really big cloud in the middle. I'm probably gonna, it's been almost 3 hours and I need to make cookies, so we are not gonna finish this painting. It might just be getting it ready to block out for next week, which I should be streaming. My schedule should be back to normal finally. But it's gonna be like this, and then it's going to be a little bit more blue. But like this is the like basic idea of it. And obviously I'm gonna render it a lot. But yeah, so that'll be the next painting that we do. So today we did this painting, which I really like. I just need to like work on the rocks a little bit and maybe like render out more of the ocean. This is just like a little fun thing that we did. And then this is the sketch for tomorrow. Cotton's like, get them cookies. Yes. Oh my God. So yeah, thanks everybody for coming and hanging out. Tosh, again, I know you're not here, but thank you for cheering those bits because they're very much so appreciated. You're way too sweet. And yeah, let's go raid GM. Let me see if I remember how to raid again. Nope, that's not it. It's a slash command. Okay, now I have to remember how to spell her name. She's gonna be like, are you stalking me? Because I swear I raid her every Sunday stream, basically. But I don't think she minds. Raid Gian's. I don't even know what she's up to. We're just gonna show up. Cotton says, thanks for the stream. Have a great rest of the day. Thank you so much. Yes, you too. I'll probably see you in G stream. But yeah, we'll be streaming on Saturday. We'll be playing a game. Don't know what it is because I do not have my life planned out. Okay, I think this will work. Yes. I hope that you get to all enjoy cookies and stay hydrated and live your life. I'm going to raid her now. So yeah, thanks again, everybody. Have a good day.